This game was played between Viswanathan Anand and Lautier during the BL Credit Suisse tournament in 1997. Anand, a rising star at the time, was already recognized as one of the world's best players, known for his aggressive and tactical style. He would later become the world chess champion and a true legend of the game. Lautier, on the other hand, was a highly respected French grandmaster, famous for his deep understanding of the game and his victories against top-tier opponents, including Garry Kasparov. Lautier was no easy opponent, and this game promised to be an intense battle. So let's move on to this chess game. Pawn to e4. Anand opens with the classic king's pawn move, immediately fighting for central control and preparing to develop his pieces actively. Pawn to d5. Lautier chooses the Scandinavian defense. Black challenges the center right away, forcing white to make a decision. Pawn takes d5. White accepts the challenge, gaining control of the center and inviting black to take back. Queen takes d5. Black captures the pawn with the queen, which is an active but somewhat risky decision, as the queen might be attacked early. Knight to c3. A natural and strong developing move. White gains tempo by attacking the queen, forcing black to waste time. Queen to a5. Black retreats the queen to a safer square while keeping pressure on the center. Pawn to de4. White continues strong central control, reinforcing their position and preparing to develop pieces. Knight to f6. Black develops a knight and prepares for further development. Knight to f3. Another natural developing move, reinforcing the center and preparing for castling. Black supports the center and prepares to push the d5 pawn. Bishop to c4. White develops the bishop to an aggressive position, targeting black's weak f7 square. Bishop to f5. Black follows suit, developing their bishop and challenging white's central influence. Knight to f5. Anand plays aggressively, placing his knight deep in black's territory to increase pressure. Pawn to a6. Black defends and prepares to complete development. Whoa! Anand launches an aggressive attack, aiming to push black's bishop back and seize the initiative. 8 bishop to g6. Black retreats but remains active. Pawn to h4. Anand is relentless. He continues his kingside expansion, planning to push even further. Black develops another piece, but their position is becoming passive. Knight takes d7. White exchanges the knight, further disrupting black's setup. Knight takes d7. Black recaptures, but white maintains control. Pawn to h5. The attack continues. White forces the bishop to move again, restricting black's options. Bishop to e4. Black tries to activate the bishop in return. Rook to h3. A creative but slightly inaccurate move. Castling kingside was a better option. Bishop takes g2. Black forces white to react. Rook to e3. A strong response. White aims to drive away black's bishop. Knight to b6. Black attempts to activate pieces, but white still has the initiative. Bishop to d3. White calmly develops, strengthening central control. Knight to d5. Black places the knight in the center, trying to counter white's activity. Pawn to f3. White solidifies the center and prepares for further attacking moves. Bishop to b4. A mistake. Black wastes time instead of exchanging the knight. King to f2. Anand avoids trouble and improves his position. Bishop takes c3. Black captures a knight, hoping to gain some control. Pawn takes c3. White's pawn structure remains stable. Queen takes c3. Black grabs a pawn but exposes their queen to potential threats. Rook to b1. A precise move. White gains control of the open file and targets the queen. Queen takes d4. Black goes for material but leaves their king vulnerable. Rook to b7. White's attack is gaining momentum. Rook to d8. A blunder. Black fails to see the real danger. Pawn to h6. The breakthrough move. White crashes through black's defense. Pawn takes h6. Another mistake. Black should have tried to move the queen to c5 instead. Bishop to g6. Anand keeps pressing. Black's position is collapsing. Knight to a7. Black desperately tries to defend, but it's too late. Queen takes d4. White cleans up, further consolidating the winning advantage. Rook takes d4. Black hopes for exchanges, but the position remains hopeless. Rook to d3, another precise move keeping control. Rook to d8, Black is out of ideas. Rook takes d8, White simplifies into a winning endgame. King takes d8, Black's king is completely exposed now. Bishop to d3, the final move of the game. Anand solidifies his winning advantage. This game is a brilliant example of how to handle an aggressive attack in the Scandinavian defense. This game highlights Anand's genius in dynamic and attacking chess, proving why he became one of the greatest players in history. Lautier, despite his defensive efforts, was simply overwhelmed by Anand's relentless aggression. A spectacular performance from the future world champion.